Shall we go? Let's party!
Hello everyone, VatiWah here, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Follow From My Review Boobpocalypse. Now this episode is going to be different and special compared to what I usually do. It's going to be focusing on one of the best Follow From mods that I've ever seen so far. Literally, this is like the best quest mod ever. Now Rebby here found out where this dance club is, so Rebby and her date Miss Boom is going to be doing some clubbing, and for this mod I will be taking a look at the most beautiful and sexy locations, and as well as some of the more important NPCs. Oh yeah, we're going to be taking a look at some of the features that the mod also has. Fusion City Rising by Recluse and Thuggysmurf is the most incredible quest mod ever for Fallout 4, and it's brimming with adventure and skimpy girls. Now when you install the mod, a new quest will pop up asking you to talk to Peter, the first NPC at the railroad headquarters. Now it's just a little kid.
Hey, old timer. Nice to finally meet you.
Old timer? Well, that's kind of rude, you know, that's not exactly how you pick up the ladies, you know, not exactly how you pick up the MILFs.
My name's Peter. I'm Deacon's son. I've heard a lot about you. Do you have a minute?
And are you hitting on Rebby? Aren't you a little bit too young? You know, have your balls even dropped yet?
I'm listening.
There's a group of children of Adam that moved into the Commonwealth recently. The railroad got some intel on this group. They sound scary. Seems like these Adam crazies got frustrated because folks in the Commonwealth weren't adopting their religion. They started killing people who refused to worship Adam. Rumor says they call themselves the Sword of Adam.
Just how old are you?
I'm 8, but don't let that fool you. My mom died when I was little, and as far back as I can remember, I've grown up in this war zone. My dad isn't around much lately, so I spend most of my time reading about spycraft and training with weapons. Lori says I'm getting pretty good with a pistol. I know it's hard to believe, but I can protect myself. Even killed my first Deathclaw a few months back. I promise I'll stay behind you, and besides, you might need my help navigating. So can I come with you?
Okay, so he's 8, he's very good with his pistol, and he prefers to stay behind. Oh boy, Peter. Peter is actually one of the few followers that you're going to be getting. Now, there is a few other followers that will be unlocked as soon as you do the main quest and a few of the side quests. Peter here can tell some very funny ass jokes, you know, for example.
Tell me a joke.
You want to hear a joke? What happens if you sue Preston for harassment? He'll offer you a settlement.
Oh, like a settlement for sexual harassment or something? I'm kidding, guys. I know what kind of settlement he meant.
Tell me a joke.
What has more brains than Kellogg? The floor beneath his corpse.
Whoa, damn, that's kind of dark, Peter. You know, I know that Kellogg stole my baby and all, but damn, that's a little bit dark. Now, the first location is Vault 59 and is located near the crater of Adam. Now, in the vault room, you can already feel that the Sword of Adam are all crazy son of a bitches. You know, the members of this religion are very well dressed. You know, it's dressed in the Toxic Raider armor and a few other armors as well. Now, there are probably somewhere between 60 to 100 of these Sword of Adam enemies that you're gonna have to kill in this vault. And the vault is rather large, sometimes I do get lost in it, and the objective is to find more about the Sword of Adam and the nuclear weapons that they possess. Vault 59 is pretty damn crazy, and it's filled with like religious fanatics, and they even have like a program to tame Deathclaws and use them as a weapon. That's incredible, to domesticate them. Interestingly, there is a Deathclaw named Spike that you can recruit as a follower. Now this is going to be the second follower that's available to you, and I just like how he refers to Rebby as a human and he hasn't ripped her apart yet. Okay, that's good news. Now after you kill everyone in the vault, you will go and find a location called Fusion City, and on the surface it looks like there's a battle between Sword of Atoms and the security forces for Fusion City. Now there is a lot of security in the vault room, like in the front of the vault room there's a lot of people in uniform, and there is also a lot of people waiting in a line wearing some very fancy clothing to get into the club. However, before we go in the club, we gotta go to the mall. Now, this is called Fusion City. Now, this little Fusion City mall is kind of similar to Fallon's department store. It's kind of like similar kind of a setup. However, it's a lot more high class, and there's lots of people. It's populated. There's lots of people going up and down the escalators wearing very short dresses and skirts. So make sure that, you know, if you're a female, you know, if you're going up the escalators, make make sure that there's no like pervy males that's behind, you know, that's you know, at the lower level, lower elevation. Otherwise, they could pretty much see everything. Now, there are quite a bit of bars and bathrooms in this quest mod, and many of its locations, there is probably a bar on every single floor of this mall, and they're all quite very different and carefully decorated to kind of give like a moody and cool atmosphere that's very unique for every single bar. You know, every bar is uniquely different with an atmosphere and the feeling. Now the bathrooms are usually very big and fancy. It's filled with people taking a shower, taking a poop, washing their faces. It's just a very lively place. And wait a second, Peter, this is the girls' bathroom. What are you doing here? You know, this is ladies only, you pervert. Oh my goodness, you know, Peter is only 8 and he's already turning into a pervert. Oh man, I wonder who does he take after? Come on now. Oh boy, well, it's a good thing that all the ladies here are wearing lacy underwear and not naked. I guess he's curious.
Yeah?
Now, there are quite a different stores and shops in this mall, and I'm not quite sure which one to show you guys first. And wait, what was that noise? Someone was yelling. Let's go find out where it came from. All right, that's a gun shop, and oh my goodness.
Fight fans, this weekend prepare to get slammed as Drumlin Diner, Gwyn Ale, and the Brotherhood of Steel proudly present Fusion City Smackdown, featuring the 10,000 cap battle for the Monster Beast Challenger Series, only in the Fusion City Combat Zone. See all your favorite fighters, Brooke Machete, Lexapar Core, and El Splanador take on Deena C, Ballbuster, and Beast Supreme. Watch as these gladiators battle it out in hostile territory, bad intentions, and Hello Kitty tug-of-war. Then, don't miss the 3rd annual Gwyn Ale Twinkie Cook-Off this Sunday. Tickets just
Sunday. Screw going to church, you are coming here instead. Now, I do kind of want to check out their names, you know, just because I heard some very interesting name. We have Cadence Cherry Bomb. I want to explode her. Cherry, yes indeed. Ballbuster, we are going to be busting a nut in her. And Armageddon. Oh shit, that is like the best name ever. Armageddon. It sounds like Armageddon. Oh man, that's a good one. Now this right here is going to be the best part of the mod. You know, this is pretty much the main course of the mod, Club Fusion. There are so many skimpy girls right here that are dancing to this very wonderful club music, and I do kind of feel a little bit horrible for taking Peter here to a club that's filled with strippers and various adult activities. I mean, look at this place right here. You know, we have alcohol everywhere. We have bikini girls walking around with very, very tiny underwear. I mean, come on, take a look at this. You know, this is pretty much actually, it gets even better, guys. It gets even better. This is pretty much like the tip of the iceberg. It gets so much better inside the club. This is like a topping on top of like a sundae. Yes, let's go in. I can't wait. Hell yeah, right here we have Club Fusion.
The vodka shipment didn't show up again today.
Come on, Jax. It's your job to make sure stuff like this doesn't happen. What's causing the delay?
We aren't sure yet. Could be the Raiders again.
Do you have an access card?
Who, me? You know, I left it in my other pants. You know, see, I'm not lying. You know, I'm actually not wearing any pants.
All right, go on.
Okay, so let's go head on in. You guys ready for this? You guys ready? Oh man, take a look at this. Now this right here is the main club area. It's very huge. There are actually 15 stories to this dance club, and every story is filled with like skimpy dancers, alcohol, and adult activities. It's like actually definitely one of the best clubs ever for both Fallout and Elder Scrolls series. It's pretty much better than anything Bethesda can come out. Actually, any game. Like there's no dance club that comes close to this. Now, if I had like 1,000,000 bottle caps right now, I would live here for the rest of my life and spend every night here with a different girl. The Fusion Club kind of reminds me of the movie John Wick with the club called Red Circle, and also it kind of reminds me of a game called Hotline Miami. Now, as I mentioned before, there are quite a bit of bars and bathrooms everywhere. You don't want your drunk patrons to pee everywhere. You know, you only want to pee in a bathroom and pee on someone, right, guys? I'm kidding. Now, there is an interesting feature. Let's just say that there's not enough girls here. Well, there are buttons right here that allows you to spawn in a male guest or a female guest. So let's spawn in a big giant orgy or something, shall we? All right, I think we need a little bit more. Okay. Ah, look at this, guys. Oh, wait, I think we need more because Peter told me, you know, Peter is a pervert, guys.
Please, sir, I want some more.
Now, for my female viewers, there is one level in this club, like this in this room, where there are guy dancers.
Yeah.
So there is a little bit of action for the female viewers out there, or people that like guys, you know. Yes, indeed.
Huh? Yeah. Huh?
After you're done clubbing, there is a new area where there are new enemies that you have to fight. Now, can you guess what movie this area is referencing to based on the announcement?
Just a reminder to all Initech employees that we're putting new cover sheets on all the TPS reports effective this Friday. Yeah. Oh, and remember, next Friday is Slutty Armor Day. So, you know, if you want to, go ahead and wear some Slutty Armor and gloves.
Another big clue is the area is called Initech, and it's basically the name of the security force for Fusion City. The Initech are all wearing some kind of a variation of a combat armor, and they all have kind of a dark blue and black uniform. So let's go take a look around with the rest of the area. Is this good for the company? Well, probably dying to Rebby is not good for the company, so yeah, yes. So everyone should get like a memo telling them to not die to Rebby. Now, Initech is basically the ones that are in charge of protecting the alcohol and drugs being transported to Fusion City to Club Fusion. Eventually, you will fight your way into the Initech Detention Center. This is where you get to meet a man called Milton Adams, who is the character from the movie that's being referenced to in this place. So,
hey there,
you know what,
stranger.
in case you guys have not figured it out yet, think of a red stapler.
Well, I'm Milton Adams, citizen of Fusion City. You gonna help us out or what?
I might help out. It depends on whether you're willing to help me. I'm looking for some bombs. Nuclear bombs.
Well, what are you planning on doing with the bombs?
They have to be destroyed.
There is
Well,
another
that, my
location which
friend,
is
is
very
the
fun to
right
explore. It's
answer.
one of my favorite areas. We have Fusion University, and I would apply to and work very hard to get into this particular university if it existed in real life. So right here we have like an atrium, kind of a little garden area, and very close by we have this very large pool area where everyone's dancing, taking a shower, having a good time. And damn, man, and look at all these college bikini girls right here. Man, I would be like changing my straight A's into straight D's, guys. Now this is what the Institute should have been, you know, to be honest. You know, it's definitely a little bit more exciting than the Institute, and very well, it's better looking than the Institute. It has a lot more of an atmosphere. It's very lively. It just feels a lot more complete. Now this place has everything like a dormitory. There's lots of bathrooms as usual, shower areas, and even like a couple of eatery and cafeterias. And of course, since this is a university, there are like classrooms and laboratories and pretty much everything. It's pretty self-contained, just like the mall.
You simply have to fall under suspicion from the wrong person. Then they can use the information they have stored to scrutinize your whole life.
Now right here is the end of the main quest, and I'm not going to be spoiling it for you guys. So let's just say that Milton can become your follower now, and let's just say this for now.
You are the father.
Okay, so let's go back to Club Fusion. There is a simulator that, you know, allows you to engage in a virtual battle against the Sword of Adam. Now this is pretty much one of the mini side quests that you can go on, and I guess the Sword of Adam here are pretty much taking all the women away so they can grow their religion, if you guys know what I mean. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, hey! Oh my goodness, look at this. This is virtual Deena. Hey, what are you doing, Deena? You know, we were kind of talking to her at the beginning of Club Fusion. You know, the one in the red dress.
Serious consequences for interrupting my shower.
Hey, now she's in a towel. So after you clear everything here, the virtual Deena will appear in the real world, and she has some very interesting ideas on why she is in the real world, how she got out of the virtual reality and end up here.
I'm not sure, but I've seen some strange things.
A second ago, I was patrolling the club for more shooters. about to head back upstairs to finish my shower. And then the whole world just shattered into pixels and turned off. Now I'm standing here, but I don't remember moving. So that means it couldn't be. That means my theory was right. Face it, we're both just playthings for some 13-year-old playing video games on his couch in a parallel universe.
And damn, you know, if I was 13, I would be playing with them all day long. Oh, yeah.
You look like you...
Sweet.
So you want me, right? I mean, you know, to travel with you. Lead the way. I'll be checking you out. I mean, checking the path out. You know, to make sure it's safe.
At any rate, you will become your follower, and right here, we have two different Deenas, you know. We have the legit one that's spelled D-A-N-A, and then we have the virtual one that's called D-A-Y-N-A. Yay, we have two. There is also a kind of a way to set like the music in the club that's being played. You can set the volume at 3 different settings. You can also play some custom music that you want to play at the club if you want to use your own music. And to do that, there is a tutorial, kind of like a guide on the mod page, so go check that out. Now the last thing right here is that there is a player home at the Fusion City, and it's pretty basic, you know. It kind of looks like the other residential homes in Fusion City, and regardless, this would be a very nice place to bring your day to finish off, you know. It doesn't matter how fancy it is, as long as there's a nice comfy bed, right guys? Anyways, that has been the most incredible mod ever. Now, this is one of those rare times where I spent an entire episode talking about this one mod. I highly recommend Fusion City Rising. Now, if paid mods were still around, this would be an example of what deserves money. Bethesda should replace one of their pointless shitty DLCs with this mod right here. I'm not even kidding. Now, I would give this mod a 10 out of 10 just because of all the hard work and quality that you can actually see, hear, and feel when you play with this mod. You know, very good job. You know, I encourage everyone that watches this to download the mod and play through it and, you know, have a good time. Now, I think this is it for this episode. If you'd like to see more, make sure to bang the like and subscribe button, bang it good. Also, make sure to endorse the mod when you download off of Annexes, you know, and maybe give them a donation or two, just because it seems that they deserve it. And now, in case you did not know, there is a link in the mod page in the video description below, so if you want to check out their page right now, you can click on it. And I did kind of forget about Miss Boom. Well, I'll bring her in here for the next episode. Also, I do have a Patreon where you can help me keep making mod reviews and other videos. So if you enjoy, you know, please consider, leaving a tip, you know, donating, making a pledge. That would be very awesome. A link to my Patreon page is also in my video description below. Well then, stay sexy, my friends. Stay sexy. Cross-Charge Vault Suit by Niero is the best Vault Suit related armor mod in the entire known universe. Now just look at how beautiful the Vault Suit is. It's very skimpy, very skanky, and they work together. Now at the moment, they are both using the UUNP busty body, and I think I like this body replacer. Yes indeed, I might need to do a little bit more research to find out more about it. Now as Jimmy,